The Maurya administration, governance and legacy in ancient India. The Maurya dynasty, which ruled from 321 BC to 185 BC, is one of the most significant periods in ancient Indian history. Founded by Chandragupta Maurya, this empire became the largest and most powerful in ancient India, extending its influence over a vast region that included present-day India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and parts of Iran. The Mauryan administration, particularly during the reign of Ashoka the Great, was highly centralized, efficient, and well-structured, with a focus on governance, welfare, and justice. The Maurya administration was notable for its complexity, with a strong central authority under the emperor, supported by a vast bureaucracy and an efficient military. This structure helped maintain control over a diverse and expansive empire. Ashoka's reign is especially remembered for his emphasis on moral governance, promoting dhamma, moral law, and implementing social welfare measures, making the Mauryan period one of the most advanced in ancient Indian history. The Maurya dynasty established one of the most centralized systems of governance in ancient India. The empire, stretching across a vast region, had the emperor as the supreme authority in both political and military matters. The emperor was not only a political ruler but also the protector of the people and the moral guide of the state. Chandragupta Maurya, the founder of the Mauryan Empire, laid the foundation for this centralized system. Under his rule, the empire grew rapidly, and a well-organized structure of administration took shape. However, it was his grandson Ashoka who solidified the Mauryan administrative system, emphasizing ethical governance alongside military prowess. The emperor's power was absolute, and his word was law. The emperor was seen as divine and was often portrayed as a godlike figure, particularly in Ashoka's reign, which also saw the spread of Buddhism as a state-promoted ideology. The empire was organized into various administrative units to ensure effective governance. The central administration, the central government, was headed by the emperor and his council of ministers. The capital, Patliputra, modern-day Patna, served as the political and administrative hub of the empire. The central administration was responsible for framing policies, overseeing military operations, and ensuring the welfare of the empire. Provinces and districts. The empire was divided into several provinces, each governed by a prince or a royal governor appointed by the emperor. Provinces were further subdivided into districts, which were the smallest administrative units responsible for local governance. The local officials, appointed to these districts, ensured the emperor's decrees were implemented effectively on the ground. Role of governors. Governors were not only responsible for collecting taxes and managing resources but were also expected to maintain law and order, enforce imperial policies, and manage trade and commerce within their regions. The emperor had oversight, but governors enjoyed a level of autonomy. The Mauryas had a highly organized bureaucracy that was essential for running such a large empire efficiently. Civil service and officials. Mauryan bureaucrats were appointed based on merit and qualifications. The system was organized and hierarchical, with officials performing specialized tasks like collecting revenue, overseeing trade, ensuring military readiness, and managing resources. Kautilya's Arthashastra. One of the key sources for understanding the Mauryan administration is the Arthashastra, written by Kautilya, or Chanakya, Chandragupta's advisor. This text discusses the theory of statecraft, emphasizing the importance of a strong, centralized government, and outlines the functions of various administrative officials. Kautilya's focus on economic governance, taxation, law, and military strategy shaped the policies of the empire. Secret police and surveillance. The Mauryas employed a secret police force that worked as spies, helping ensure that governors and officials carried out their duties faithfully. This system of surveillance ensured the loyalty of officials and minimized corruption. Under the Maurya Empire, the law was a crucial element of governance, and the emperor, particularly Ashoka, focused on justice and ethical governance. Judicial system. The emperor himself was the highest authority in judicial matters. Courts at different levels handled both civil and criminal cases, with the emperor's decision being final. This system ensured that laws were implemented uniformly throughout the empire. Ashoka's Dhamma. Ashoka's reign was marked by a commitment to Dhamma, a moral code that was derived from Buddhist principles. His edicts, inscribed on pillars and rocks, outlined the importance of non-violence, religious tolerance, and the welfare of his subjects. This system of governance prioritized ethical treatment of citizens, including respect for elders, kindness to animals, and fairness in the administration of justice. A strong and disciplined military was integral to the maintenance of the Maurya Empire's vast territory. The military also played a critical role in upholding law and order within the empire. Standing army. The Mauryan military was a well-organized, permanent force, equipped with infantry, cavalry, chariots, and war elephants. The army was crucial not only for defending the empire but also for suppressing rebellions and maintaining peace. Role of military governors. In addition to civil governors, military governors were appointed to oversee the defense of the provinces. These officers ensured the protection of strategic areas and were instrumental in responding to any external or internal threats. The Mauryan Empire had a well-regulated economy, with the state playing a major role in economic activities. The state's control over resources helped maintain stability and allowed for infrastructure development. Agriculture. Agriculture was the primary source of revenue for the empire. The state regulated agricultural production and took measures to increase crop yield through irrigation systems and proper land management. Trade and commerce. The Mauryan Empire controlled key trade routes that connected India to Central Asia, the Mediterranean, and Southeast Asia. Trade, both domestic and international, flourished under the Mauryas, and the state encouraged the development of urban markets and commerce. Taxation. The Mauryan state imposed taxes on agricultural produce, trade, and land ownership. Revenue collection was an organized and systematic process, which was vital for sustaining the empire's administration, military, and public welfare projects. The Maurya Empire undertook significant infrastructure projects to support governance, trade, and communication. Roads and communication. A well-developed network of roads connected major cities and military posts, facilitating trade and the movement of troops. The roads were essential for maintaining control over such a large empire and promoting economic activity. Water and irrigation. The state built canals and reservoirs to aid in irrigation and ensure a steady water supply for agriculture. These public works boosted the agricultural productivity of the empire, contributing to economic growth. Ashoka's reign is particularly remembered for his efforts to promote the welfare of his subjects through various ethical and social policies. Social welfare. Ashoka built hospitals for both humans and animals, and promoted public services such as the planting of trees along roads for travelers' comfort. His focus on social welfare showed a commitment to the overall well-being of his citizens. Religious tolerance. Despite being a follower of Buddhism, Ashoka promoted religious tolerance across the empire, ensuring that people of different faiths could coexist peacefully. His edicts emphasized respect for all religious beliefs and practices. The administration during the Maurya period, especially under Ashoka, was one of the most organized and advanced systems in ancient India. With a focus on centralization, bureaucracy, justice, and welfare, the Mauryas built an empire that maintained stability and prosperity. The modern model of governance, including its focus on ethics and public welfare, left a lasting legacy in Indian history, influencing future empires and shaping the political landscape of the subcontinent for centuries. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means a lot to us. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful videos. We appreciate each one of you and look forward to bringing you more engaging content. Stay tuned, and thank you again for being a part of our community.